They give you so many pills. Hi, I'm an introvert in a city, and I make videos about living your best introvert life. And sometimes about depression. Today we're talking about Wellbutrin. I've been taking Wellbutrin for a while now. How is it going? How am I doing? You didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you. I started taking Wellbutrin a few months back. Mostly because I was sleeping way too much, which is absolutely a symptom of depression. I wasn't looking for a miracle pill. I didn't think antidepressants would solve everything. I just wanted to sleep a normal amount for an adult human instead of an elderly cat. I made a video about how the first month went. You can watch it here. But short story, better than anticipated. Pretty good. 1 month isn't really enough time to evaluate an antidepressant, which is why I'm making another video. Just to recap, Wellbutrin is an NDRI, a medication that acts on dopamine receptors in your brain. Compared to other antidepressants, it generally causes less sleepiness. It can take up to 6 months to fully experience the maximum benefit of any antidepressant. In the first month, I had some mild side effects, more than I wanted to deal with, but also less awful than I was expecting. So I'm still experiencing some side effects. I had no appetite for a few months, and then it came back with a vengeance. And then it kind of equaled out, and I feel like I'm eating a normal amount of food now. It takes me longer to get to sleep than it used to, and I wake up in the middle of the night a lot. And dry mouth! The dosage is still the same as it was last video, 2 pills of an extended release formula. I missed a dose one time and I didn't have any noticeable withdrawal symptoms. I don't recommend missing a dose of head meds ever. And don't double dose. It's not a good strategy. It's not going to work the way you think it will. And never quit taking an antidepressant cold turkey. You will probably regret it. Tips aside, it's reassuring to know that I likely won't ruin my day should that happen again, which I'm going to try very hard to not. It's hard to remember how I used to feel, but I know it wasn't like this. I was much more lethargic, slower, foggier. My personality hasn't changed, but my productivity has. I'm still irritable all the time, so I guess that's just who I am. And I'm proud of that. Based on my previous experiences on SSRIs, this medication is much different. I still feel emotions. I don't feel dead inside. Initially, I had a little bit of extra anxiety, which can be a side effect of Wellbutrin, but now I generally feel less anxious overall, in addition to feeling less sleepy. I'm still anxious sometimes, so I guess it's just who I am. And I'm proud of that. I can now take a 20-minute nap and I wake up feeling refreshed instead of like a zombie. Day to day, a lot of things are easier. I feel more motivated to do things. I don't procrastinate as much. I don't have to schedule things around my nap time. It feels like I have extra hours in a day, but I don't because I just spend less time sleeping. So for the foreseeable future, I'm going to keep taking Wellbutrin. I'm fortunate that I found something that works for me. Based on my own personal experience, I would recommend talking to your psychiatrist about trying it. If you're dealing with some of the same symptoms I described, or you're just looking for a similar result. Antidepressants aren't a cure-all. They certainly don't work exactly the same way for every single person. Antidepressants are only effective in a lower than expected percentage of people. But if you're struggling, you owe it to yourself to let someone help you. Let me know in the comments if Wellbutrin worked for you, and if it didn't, what worked for you. Well, that's all for me. I'm exhausted now.